Hello there. Welcome to the first instructional video for VSocial, your enterprise social media command center. In this video, I'll be giving a quick overview of the new VSocial Community Manager. This video is targeted at existing VSocial Community Managers, although it will be informative for new users as well. This video is not, however, meant to provide detailed instructions on how to use each and every feature of the tool. Detailed instructions will be the subject of other videos and is documented in the Support Center. You can access the Support Center by pointing your browser to the URL on the screen. We've spent a lot of time working on a new design for VSocial, one we hope will be easier and more intuitive to use. We've simplified several functions while making others easier to use. VSocial takes advantage of Facebook's industry-leading user authentication system for logging into VSocial. VSocial will not store your Facebook email address or password. This is done completely on Facebook servers through the login pop-up. The first thing you will notice after you log in is a crisp, modern look and feel that was designed to take cues from popular web applications. The application is structured into 3 columns, where the left column is used for conversation filtering, the middle column is used for listing conversations, and finally, the right column is used for editing conversations. Other conversation views are accessible by the subtabs at the top of the screen. The Home tab is where new conversations are handled. In the Search tab, you can search for any conversation stored in VSocial by using free text. Conversations assigned to you or other users are accessed in the Assignments tab. Composed drafts and replies are found in the Drafts tab. Finally, upcoming scheduled posts are found in the Scheduled Posts tab. For now, let's stay in the Home tab. Let's first give an overview of just what a conversation is. A conversation, from the perspective of VSocial, is a message that has a status that can be replied to, tagged, and assigned. Example conversations are Facebook wall posts, comments, and tweets. You can see here, this is a conversation thread that represents a Facebook wall post with comments. In this case, the parent conversation is actually a post published by the page, Acme Industries, and the conversations underneath are comments left by fans. Each comment can be replied to, has a status, and can be tagged or assigned to other users. You can read more about conversations in our help documentation at the URL displayed on the screen. As mentioned before, you will do all of your filtering in the left column. In the Home tab, you can filter conversations by conversation status, pop, and tags. Conversation filtering can be done against most of the statuses supported in VSocial. By default, conversations marked open will be shown first. You can change the status to filter against by selecting the status in the Status Selector dropdown. Once selected, the conversation list will change automatically, showing you conversation threads that have at least one conversation element that match the selected status. Next, you need to select what pops you want to view conversations from. A pop, or point of presence, is also known as a social media account. These are the social media properties VSocial monitors on your behalf. Finally, you can filter the conversations view by tags. Tags are manually applied to conversations by VSocial Community Managers during their daily activities. For more information about these topics, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. In order to reply or triage a conversation, you must first activate the conversation. Activating can be done by clicking anywhere in the frame of the conversation. You'll notice a little indicator will show at the top right of the conversation frame when you place your mouse over the frame. Once you activate the conversation, a reply text box will appear underneath and an edit pane will appear in the right column of the screen. There are two primary use cases for a community manager to follow: replying to queries and triaging the query for handling later. Depending on how you want to structure your community management process, both use cases can be followed independently or coupled together. To show an example of this, if you want to simply reply to a conversation, you would select it to activate it, click in the reply text area, type in your reply, and hit Done. What you'll see then is the Done button is replaced with an informative icon. The reply isn't published just yet. While we want to make it quick and easy to reply to queries, we still want to encourage you to tag and change the status of the conversations, as this is good practice. To publish the reply, press the Save and Publish button in the Edit pane. Your reply will then be published. You can see the progress by watching the messages shown in the top right of the conversation frame. If you want to only triage the query and perhaps assign it to another community manager for processing, you would activate the conversation and focus your attention on the edit pane to the right. In this case, you want to assign the conversation to a colleague, so keep the status as it is. Select your colleague in the assignments list, provide an internal comment, give it a couple of tags, and hit Save Changes. Done. Your colleague will then receive an email notification of the assignment. For more information about replying and editing conversations, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. Composing to your social media property is quick and easy. The compose operations are conveniently located at the top of the conversations listing column. To publish a photo to a Facebook wall post, simply click on the Add Photo tab and place your cursor in the text box. Start off by typing the message you want to accompany your photo, and then select the photo from your hard disk using the file selector. You then need to determine when you want to post the photo to Facebook. You can post it immediately by selecting Now, which is selected by default, or you can schedule it for a later day and time by selecting Schedule. Selecting Schedule will trigger the day and time selectors to show. For this example, however, let's publish the photo immediately. Next, you need to select the Facebook account you wish to publish the photo to. In this example, we only have one Facebook account, Acme Industries. This is selected by default. Finally, you're ready to publish. Before pressing the Publish button, you will see a drop-down menu icon to the right. Clicking on that menu, you will be presented with the other actions you can take on this post, such as saving the post as a draft, or saving it as a draft and assigning it to another VSocial Community Manager for review. These operations will be the topic of another video. Go ahead and press the Publish button. Once pressed, the image post will be published on Facebook almost immediately. You'll also see it appear at the top of the conversations list when complete. For more information about composing, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. There we describe how to compose all the other post types. There may be cases where you need to search for conversations that have specific keywords, or conversations that were authored by a particular social media user. You can do this by using VSocial's advanced indexing search feature. Head on over to the search view by clicking on the Search tab. First thing you'll notice is the familiar layout. Filters are on the left, and Conversations list is in the middle. Of course, when you first access search, the results will be empty. You can search for conversations that include the word gears in them by typing the word in the search field. Hitting enter, the search will execute and the results will be listed below. The list will include all conversations that consist of the word gears ordered by time. You can filter out conversations by unchecking the checkbox next to the pops you don't want to view conversations from. For example, if you uncheck the checkbox next to the Facebook account Acme Industries and click Update, the listing will refresh to show only the conversations that match the search string from the selected Twitter account Acme IND. Directly from the search results, you can reply to the conversations or triage them, just as you would from the standard conversation list. For more information about searching for conversations, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. There, we describe how to use advanced search features such as searching for conversations authored by specific users and using Boolean search strings. One of the key features of VSocial is the ability to assign conversations and drafts to other VSocial community managers. You can view conversations that are assigned to you by accessing the Assignments view by clicking on the Assignments tab. As you can see here, there is one assignment that is relevant for your attention as shown by the counter on the Assignments tab. Like with the search view, you'll experience a familiar layout in Assignments, filters on the left, and Conversations list in the middle. A very useful feature of the Assignments view is the ability to view assignments assigned to other users. By default, it will show your own assignments. You can select another user in the Filter Assigned By drop-down list to see what is assigned to that user. This is useful if the community manager is sick, for example. Finally, you can filter assignments by POP. If you wanted to view assignments only pertaining to the Acme Industries Facebook account, you can filter out the other POPs by unchecking them in the POP list and clicking Update. Directly from the assignments listing, you can reply to the conversations or triage them, just as you would from the standard conversations list. For more information about assignments, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. Managing drafts is as easy as the other features of VSocial. You can list and manage drafts by accessing the Drafts view by clicking on the Drafts tab. As you can see here, there are currently 2 drafts in the system as shown by the counter on the Drafts tab. When you activate a draft by clicking anywhere in the frame of the conversation, you'll be presented with a few operations. First off, you can publish the draft immediately by pressing the Publish Draft Now button under the draft text. You can edit the draft text by clicking in the text area and making a change. Once you change the text, you'll notice the action button change from Publish Draft Now to Update Draft. Clicking Update Draft will save the changes you made immediately. You can choose instead to publish immediately the changes you made by clicking on the drop-down list next to the Action button and then finding the Publish Draft Now action. Finally, in the Edit Conversation pane to the right, you'll be able to add an internal comment and assign the draft to another VSocial Community Manager for further handling. Like with all assignments, the user you select to assign the draft to will receive an email notification. For more information about drafts, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. The last feature we'll discuss in this video is managing scheduled posts. Scheduled posts are located in their own dedicated area of VSocial that you can access by pressing the Scheduled Posts tab. As you can see here, there is currently one scheduled post as shown by the counter on the Scheduled Posts tab. Here you can see the lone scheduled post that is scheduled for 20th of September at 7:25 a.m. When you activate a scheduled post by clicking anywhere in the frame of the conversation, you'll be presented with a few operations. First off, you can publish the scheduled post immediately by pressing the Publish Now button under the post text. Be careful here though, as you're overriding the earlier instruction you gave of scheduling the post for another time. If you notice the scheduled post isn't quite right, you can edit the text of the post by clicking in the text area and making a change. You can also change the scheduled date and time by selecting a new date and time by using the Date and Time selector. Once you make a change, you'll notice the Action button change from Publish Now to Update Scheduled Post. Clicking Update Scheduled Post will save the changes you made immediately. You can choose instead to publish immediately the changes you made by clicking on the drop-down list next to the Action button and then finding the Publish Now action. For more information about scheduled posts, please visit our help documentation at the URLs displayed on the screen. I hope this was a helpful video. We'll be producing more videos in the near future to focus on specific features of VSocial. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to find us on social media or send us an email to the email address shown on the screen. Thanks for your attention, and until next time.